Vince Gilligan, after the opening 2-hour great biblicality Better Call Saul season premiere, I was pumped up. Did I expect it to be like that every episode this season? Absolutely. Did I expect it to drop off a cliff to the point where I can't even watch it? No, but it did. You have mastered the art of placing scenes in an hour-long show. Just little skits, little scenes that are just so drawn out and boring. It's unbelievable. Did I need to see Kaylee Ehrman? Look, I'm seeing a star. Did I need to see that part? No. Do I need to see Howard Hamlin clean up after his wife? 5 minutes of filler time there? No. You have so much filler time in this show now. It's not even watchable. I have to fast forward everything. Also, Kim and Saul are the boringest characters ever. I'm starting to think, you know what? Think about it. You go back and watch Better Call Saul without Lalu and Gus and Mike and all them. This show sucks. I'm sorry. Kim and Saul are so fucking boring right now. Also, I find it funny that Lalu is more interested in what Gus Fring was secretly building than getting his revenge on Gus Fring and avoiding the police and trying to get revenge on him. I find it interesting that he's traveling to Germany now unscathed. No one finds him. He's got an all-points bulletin out for him through the world. No one sees him. Also, Howard Hamlin's got people watching Saul Goodman, and Mike has people watching Saul Goodman. How's that possible? They're watching him. He's watching them. How's that possible? They don't know what. I mean, come on, Vince. You got to do better. This is like, you know what this is like, Vince? It's like El Camino. Remember how El Camino, I'm like, number one, I thought it would be good. It was horrible. It was rushed. That's what this seems like. It seems like it's rushed. You gave us this great 2-hour season premiere, and the last 4 episodes have been fucking trash. I'm not even watching the finales. I'm not even watching the rest of the show. I'm going to record every one, and then I'll watch it all at once. It's not even worth my time. Breaking Bad was a masterpiece. There was not one. A lot of people say The Fly was like a boring episode. I actually thought The Fly was one of the best episodes. There's not one episode of Breaking Bad that I had to fast forward through that I didn't watch. It was just unbelievable TV. You really dropped the ball here, Vince. It's like you just master putting scenes together in an hour-long show, and they have a certain meaning, but who cares? It's so boring. I mean, it's just like what you do with Chuck. You spent a whole season on Chuck, Jimmy's brother. I'm very disappointed in you, Vince, and I was a big fan of yours. I used to think you were the greatest man on earth after Breaking Bad because you brought me into a world that was unbelievable, and I was fucking obsessed with it. I'm starting to really believe that you don't know what you're doing anymore because this was just a total... This was a fucking horrendous. Like I said, it was like what's it called? El Camino. El Camino was rushed. That's what it felt like. It had a bunch of little scenes in it, like this show, and some of them were good and some were bad. But this is all bad. So this is like El Camino. This is just terrible. You could have done so much better with El Camino. And Saul Goodman and Kim Wexler make for the boringest. Honestly, Kim Wexler, the character is the boringest character ever. Saul Goodman can be interesting, but when him and Kim are on the same screen, or just Kim, it's so boring. So, Vince, in closing, I got to be honest with you. This show really went downhill. I was expecting this great season. Maybe you could save it in the second half, but I got to tell you, 4 straight episodes of filler with nothing really happening was just totally garbage. It's funny how Nacho was the best character you had in the last couple seasons. Him and Lalu, they just took over the show. And Gus Gus and Mike are going to be like 6 months away from Breaking Bad, and Gus is punking the shit out of Mike, treating him like a scrub. It's just, I don't know, I can't. Very disappointed, Vincent. Very disappointed. If you think Better Call Saul season so far has been abysmal and a disappointment, leave me your thoughts in the comments, because I think it's been terrible. I don't have any doubts. I think it will pick up because I know it's going to get better towards the end, but am I going to sit through like 4 or 5 more filler episodes where one thing happens, the whole show, 5 minutes of action, and the rest of it's boring as hell? I can't do that. Vince, you dropped the ball. You really did.